Sure. Do you want me in, like now or in talkback? Okay, normal. FC Tulsa head coach Luke Spencer previews his side's pair of home matches this week, talks about how he needs to be focused on the next game. Don't stay too high, don't stay too low. Want to make sure that the team's mentality is always focused on the next game and the quick turnaround in the match.
Play-by-play on headset. FC Tulsa getting set to take on Monterey Bay FC for the second. Yes. Yeah, my mic is on. Test 1 2. Play-by-play. FC Tulsa against Monterey Bay FC on a Wednesday night. The Scissortails looking for their... Two.
Oh. Maybe it's...
Yeah, test play-by-play on headset. FC Tulsa versus Monterey Bay FC for the second time. This Monterey Bay team last in the Western Conference, but they've won 3 consecutive matches in championship competition. So riding high and not looking to stay in the basement long. They've been able to find the back of the net in those 3 wins a lot, much more, and overcoming the struggles that they had early on in the season. Although all 3 of those wins coming in home matches, looking for their first 3 points on the road of the year in one of the tougher places to play in all of the Western Conference. One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa. For FC Tulsa, they were unbeaten, and it was like when you first said, like, is my headset on? And then after that, once it came on for you guys, whatever had happened, like, added all that static back. Yes. Yes, I do. Yep. For FC Tulsa, the starting lineup tonight looks like this. Alex Tambakis in between the pipes. Remy Cabral, who has scored in back-to-back matches, he's up top. He'll be joined by the newcomer Logan Dorsey, who makes his first start for FC Tulsa. Bailey Sparks up there as well. The back line that's been, when they're on, one of the toughest in the league. Alonzo Clark in the center, Lamar Batiste out left, and Ian will be out right in the midfield, occupied by Harvey St. Clair and Grant Robinson on the wings. And those holding center mid spots, Giorgio Kacheski and Jamie Weber, who's assisted on the last 2 Remy Cabral goals, making things happen. Defense creates offense in certain situations. Let me keep going. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's a rare Wednesday night tilt in USL Championship play, but the energy is still the same in downtown Tulsa. For the second time this year, the Scissortails ready to take on Monterey Bay FC, a team that has their eyes set on revenge. Hi fans, alongside a former pro footballer, Anna Berghall, I'm Josh Haley. Glad to have you with us. This FC Tulsa team, they were 5 matches unbeaten in championship play until a tough road trip last Saturday.
Yeah, FC Tulsa playing at Charleston Battery, a tough Eastern Conference opponent. Not the way they would have hoped that to go, but midweek players, high hopes, looking for an opportunity to bounce back quickly here against a tough Monterey Bay team that's been in good form.
Yeah, they certainly have. And it was a good match the last time these two met. Let's flash back to May in sunny California. FC Tulsa had to come from behind.
Definitely. This was a good opportunity for FC Tulsa on the road to get things going. And this was actually the first game for Alex Cabello, new head coach of Monterey Bay. So this was a good opportunity for him as well to see where the team sits. You're getting a look here at Jamie Weber's tying goal from a penalty kick opportunity. So FC Tulsa chipping away, coming back from behind, and then Kaczewski in the midfield. So that was key for FC Tulsa in this game, was can their midfield be explosive and threatening? So we'll see if they can do that tonight.
It's 3 in a row in championship play for Monterey Bay. They try to make it 4. We'll have lineups and kickoff when we come back to One Oak Field.
You can feel it in steady hands, in quiet rooms, in every "you're going to be okay." A beat shaped by 100 years of showing up in heart, brain, and trauma care. A place where advanced medicine meets the human heart. Because care isn't just a calling here. It's a promise we've kept for generations. Then, now, always. Ascension St. John.
Drive your career forward at the all-new Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite Commercial Sales and Service Center in Tulsa. Apply today.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built.
It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future.
We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us.
So, when a family needs me,
When my community needs me.
When Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Today's match is brought to you by Webco. Webco Industries has been a USA Today top workplace for the last several years. Learn more at workatwebco.com. By Ascension St. John. Ascension St. John is Tulsa's first Level 1 trauma center, the highest designation a hospital can receive for trauma care. So no matter what, no matter when, we're ready. Visit ascension.org/St. John. And by Williams, we make clean energy. By Tulsa Spine and Rehab. Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. Time now to take a look at your starting lineups. First, for the home FC Tulsa in this 3-4-3, Anna Berghall.
Yeah, FC Tulsa looking to bounce back from the tough loss against Charleston Battery, but Luke Spencer putting together a quality 11 here. Jamie Weber is key in the midfield, as we highlighted earlier on. Kaczewski as well, so those two will be really important as you move into the attack. Cabral's been very important up there. The veteran in goal for Tambakis, so it'll be interesting to see how this team collects themselves after the tough loss against the tough Monterey Bay FC side that's really played well these last few games.
Yeah, they certainly have 3 straight in championship competition. And here's how they line up for head coach Alex Cavello.
And Gordon, the captain in the back, he's been really important from a defensive standpoint in his leadership of this team since Alex Cavello took over. Paul at the top as well. He's been one of those impact players from an attacking standpoint. So FC Tulsa's defense will have their work cut out for them, especially as Monterey Bay FC comes into tonight's game with momentum, as we've mentioned, as they've had success in these last few games.
They certainly have. And Elijah Paul was the man who scored the goal in the first meeting against FC Tulsa that had Monterey Bay FC up 1-0 at halftime. One key player, though, not suited up tonight for Monterey Bay, Riley Bidois, who had scored in 4 straight matches and 5 goals overall in that stretch of time. So they'll be looking to other players to create the offense that has been key in this 3-match winning streak. Wind is picking up, but it's an all-clear night in downtown Tulsa, and we are underway. Warm conditions. Look for some hydration breaks to come during the course, perhaps tonight. We talked about that tough road game last Saturday for FC Tulsa. They were up 1-0. But quickly lost the lead in just a 3-minute span, ultimately falling on the road by a score of 5-1. Here's that pressure that forces a turnover, but good numbers back. Monterey Bay proves to not be phased. Now, we saw FC Tulsa create a lot of offense throughout the course of this season, Anna, by just applying pressure in the back and kind of closing the space down pass by pass until finally forcing a turnover. But we've also seen them concede that way a little bit in the midfield, particularly last time here at home.
Yeah, if Monterey Bay FC can find a way kind of in transition to exploit that space, as a long-range effort here, they can really be dangerous, because that's where FC Tulsa defensively, they have experience, they have good chemistry, but when they press, they can get caught in transition. So something to look out for tonight. And Monterey Bay FC really kind of plays similarly since Alex Cavello took over earlier in the season, has really wanted to get his players in a position to score, get higher up the field. So in a similar fashion, you might see somewhat of a press. So it'll be interesting to see kind of those individual battles as well throughout the evening.
Let's take a look at our keys to the match, presented by Case and Associates FC Tulsa.
And that was something, you know, we just alluded to, managing Monterey's press, wanting to make sure that they can keep that contained as they almost get on the other end here. But switching the point of attack and those forward runs for FC Tulsa will be crucial. You know that they have the talent up top, but want to make sure that they are running into space with authority, demanding the ball, and trying to make something happen up front.
Quality touches by Monterey Bay to get across midfield, but Ian steps forward to deny that pass. Stuart Ritchie will play it back, and they'll possess on the back line. Ball hit first time, hangs up in the air for a long time, and safely into the box for the veteran keeper, Tambakis. Waiting for a little bit of movement before playing this, and it might be induced. Finally is. Driving one across midfield. Sent it over the head of Clark in that center back spot and all the way back. Couple of matches here at home in a short stretch of time for FC Tulsa, who will also play here on Saturday night. Batista heads one forward. And this will be shielded out. Throw in coming. The head man, Alex Cavello, has done a good job since taking over, and they just continue to build on positive things.
Definitely, and the last time these clubs met was his debut, and even though Monterey Bay lost, it was kind of a glimpse of what the team could become, because they dominated from a possession standpoint. They had really good spells. They were able to score, and really since then he's really tried to instill kind of a new identity for this team. While they're still at the bottom of the Western Conference standings, looking to pick up points, they've been on a good spell, as we've mentioned, and hopeful to continue that here tonight against FC Tulsa. We'll get a quick look at FC Tulsa's head coach Luke Spencer as well. His first season, last season with FC Tulsa, obviously a very successful season for the program. And by their own standards, kind of an inconsistent start for FC Tulsa, but they had a good spell. Obviously the tough loss against Charleston Battery, and he mentioned midweek, it's a good, you know, especially if something like that happens, you want the quick opportunity to erase it, have a chance to get that out of your head, and tonight's match against Monterey Bay FC is just that. So they're looking ahead towards the next game and can continue to find success.
Oh, kind of in that zone right now.
Looks like we'll get a throw in here from Batista, and
trying to find feet in the midfield. Harvey St. Clair forces the issue back. Sent forward by the keeper, Jacob Jackson. In the midfield, that's good vision by Belmar Joseph Jr. Now just over 7 minutes in, and there has not been a quality chance to speak of, but really nothing to make either side sweat on the defensive end whatsoever. Lots of back and forth play in the midfield. Batista got tangled up there with Elijah Paul. No harm, no foul, says the official. They were just anticipating that ball shooting through, and instead it was Alonzo Clark holding his ground in the back. Trying to turn outside, keeping it inbounds. Well, those are good touches by Batista there amidst the foul that will bring it the other way for FC Tulsa. Webco Industries has been a USA Today top workplace for the last several years. Learn more at workatwebco.com. St. Clair. Trying to make a crossing run. Batista there to cover. And caught the deflection. It'll be a throw in for FC Tulsa. Fans, you can turn to the CBS Sports Network on Saturday, June 20th for a thrilling USL Championship Western Conference showdown. Sparks will fly when Las Vegas Lights FC takes on an electric Orange County SC at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network, June 20th. Hit first time. Ian took a big collision in the back. And a player for each side is down.
It happened so quickly. It looked like both players had their eyes on the ball, and just an unfortunate collision. We'll get another look here at the replay here shortly. Both players still on the ground, but look to be up and getting water, which is a good sign. But Monterey Bay FC trying to find the ball in behind. See Ian turning there at the last second, kind of ready to absorb that contact, and just a tough challenge.
Fans, you can enter the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. So the referee did not award a foul there. And last touch by FC Tulsa. First corner kick of the match. Leggett gets it back, tries to play it top side. Still plenty of bodies in the box. Chip towards back post. And sails out for a goal kick. FC Tulsa was on some kind of a stretch, a long unbeaten streak in regulation time. But they've lost 2 consecutive now across all competitions, and that includes one here at home to San Antonio FC in the 3rd round of the Brinks Tires USL Cup. A week and a half ago, giving up a stoppage time goal to San Antonio FC in the 3rd meeting between those two this year. Foul whistled here. It will be another quality set piece opportunity for Monterey Bay.
This is where Batista have to be mindful of not giving up those chances in and around the 18. It's another key set piece opportunity. We'll get another look here at the replay. Assistant referee right there, but looks like a 50-50 battle, maybe a little bit of an extra shove there, but nonetheless, free kick.
Leggett sails over everyone and out for an FC Tulsa throw. Now, speaking of the ups and downs of the season, Lamar Batista was asked about just the relationships that this team's built. He said, you know, we just have to trust our process. Last game we didn't do what we were supposed to, and that can happen against a team that can punish you. But we never want to overreact to a loss. He said it's a big one and it hurts, but we've got a quick turnaround to Wednesday and trust the entire group to get back on track. But it seems like that's the right mentality for one of the returning Western Conference champion team members, especially when this year runs the course of 8 months, Anna. You can't get too high, too low in June especially.
And that's consistent with Luke Spencer's message throughout just his coaching tenure as well. He's always been very level-headed, doesn't get too high on the big wins, and you know, on the other side of things, as you mentioned, too low on the tough losses. And I think that's, you know, a testament to how he tries to lead this team, and it clearly Lamar Batista feeling the same. So from the top down, having that same mindset, and long season, but an opportunity for FC Tulsa to kind of bounce back and get back on the track that they were hoping to be on in Monterey Bay FC.
Batista had his pocket picked, played across, and cleared off the 6. FC Tulsa fortunate there. To escape that giveaway in the back. Just a little bit too much finesse from Batista. And Leggett was ready for it.
And that's kind of the aggressive press approach from the forwards of Monterey Bay FC that Alex Cavallo has tried to instill a bit more, just all across the field, trying to set the tone, insert yourself. And it can lead to opportunities like that. Monterey Bay FC with a great chance there. Unfortunate, not able to convert. We'll get another look here at the replay, but kind of turning nothing into something. And FC Tulsa able to recover there as Batista holds his hand up, taking accountability.
Quality and clean sliding challenge there by Clark. You can get a great rate with Tinker Federal Credit Union on a car, truck, boat, RV, or motorcycle. You can refinance your auto loan from another institution with TFCU, and you could get a rate reduction or cash back. Visit tinkerfcu.org or a TFCU branch location for more details and to become a member with one of the nation's leading not-for-profit credit unions.
Another challenge in the midfield will lead to another set piece opportunity here for Monterey Bay FC. They've had a few so far in this first half. FC Tulsa's defense be a bit more mindful of those, giving away those chances in and around the 18, as we mentioned. But Monterey Bay FC has not yet capitalized on one of those moments, but a chance to here as Tim Bacchus trying to get his team organized.
Settle down. Egu. That was attempted cross denied, and then whistled for a foul. That's a good hold by Giorgio Kacheski.
And this opportunity just driven to that far post. Egu trying to get around the outside, but well defended from Kacheski. Able to kill that opportunity.
Alonzo Clark got airborne and got tangled up with. And of these two teams, among the lowest in the Western Conference in possession rate, both have been able to find plenty of success without having the majority of the possession throughout matches this year. somebody's got to have the ball more than the other tonight, or at least you would suspect coming in. But so far, just a lot of back and forth play in the midfield.
Yeah, it has. And really statistically, these teams have been pretty similar, at least in kind of their style and how they play. And FC Tulsa working the ball well here from left to right.
St. Clair. Settled back now, Jamie Weber. Low service in towards the penalty spot. And a high deflection ends up on the top of the net and out for a goal kick.
Dorsey trying to get on the end of that one, and that was one of the better opportunities that FC Tulsa has had so far this evening, and started in transition from left to right, finds its way to the wing, and then Jamie Weber. If FC Tulsa is going to have success tonight, high likelihood that he's involved, in a good delivery there, just not able to connect with it on frame.
Cleared all the way to the back. Clark has plenty of time to survey it. And all the way back to his keeper. Fans, you can watch the USL on ESPN2 on June 20th as Powerhouse Championship clubs Detroit City FC and Louisville City FC face off in the Brinks Tires USL Cup battle for the playoffs. Saturday, June 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2.
That was better from Monterey Bay FC. You can see the idea, the combination play there, but just the first touch lets him down, a bit too heavy.
Good job to stay with that play by Elijah Paul. Kind of let St. Clair decide what he wanted to do with it, shielding it with his body, and then made his move. Foul in the midfield. Logan Dorsey's used to it. If you're playing in a forward position, it's not a matter of if or when, it's just a question of how many times are you going to get taken down during the course of the match.
FC Tulsa trying to find that kind of direct ball into the midfield as Dorsey drops back a bit, but strong challenge, referee right there to make the call.
These are two of the top in the Western Conference in fouls conceded, so you kind of expect a physical match between the two. Katrina Freshmack's corner kick for FC Tulsa for the first time. Jamie Weber's assists in the last two matches overall. Out swinging to the penalty spot. who St. Clair gets jumped into. Belmar Joseph Jr. saying, hey, I didn't mean it to be that physical. Ball had a ton of backspin off it, the first header.
Get another look. It's interesting. Monterey Bay FC really throughout this first half has kind of bypassed that midfield area, trying to find and connect with forwards up top, creating those 50-50 kind of battles. There's been some kind of fouls here or there, as we've mentioned, with both of these teams being pretty physical. I think that's something for Monterey Bay FC we've talked about. You know, typically don't have a ton of possession. FC Tulsa plays similarly, but for them to start kind of stringing some passes together, having success, connect through the midfield a bit more. But right now, FC Tulsa's midfielders have been able to kind of take that option away, and a free kick opportunity upcoming here now on the other end.
Headed away, and it'll be a deep throw in for FC Tulsa. Ascension St. John is proud to care for our community on and off the field. Trusted for 100 years. We're here for every goal, every game, every step of the way. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. Throw comes into the 6, back post, and planted home. How about it? In his first championship start for the Scissor Tails, it's Logan Dorsey.
This FC Tulsa crowd absolutely loving it, but you kind of felt like something was coming. FC Tulsa was getting more opportunities in and around the 18, and Dorsey able to capitalize. We'll get another look here. The long throw from St. Clair has been dangerous, and then Dorsey finds himself all alone on the back post. A bit of a defensive bust for Monterey Bay FC, and Dorsey not going to miss from there. And FC Tulsa finds himself on top here.
The man on loan with FC Tulsa for this 2026 campaign from Minnesota United FC. Making his first start for FC Tulsa here tonight. It's got to be a good feeling, though, for FC Tulsa to get on the board early. Frustrating, though, at the same time, Anna, for Monterey Bay. They have been very stingy here early on, hadn't allowed FC Tulsa much optimism in the final third of the field. That proves the importance of the set-piece game.
The importance of the set-piece game, and just shows you how quickly things can change if you switch off. I mean, defensively, Monterey Bay FC had stayed pretty disciplined. They'd made it tough for FC Tulsa to find space, kind of forcing them to the outside and trying to find success off of the cross. And similar here, off of the long throw, but Dorsey able to find himself all alone on the back post.
Dorsey was a key contributor to Minnesota United FC 2's semifinal run in MLS Next Pro last season. 12 goals and 4 assists during the campaign. 23-year-old from Evergreen, Colorado, putting FC Tulsa up 1-0 here in the first half. That's a good ball flicked on. A man down in the box for Monterey Bay. He's away from the ball. Now played through. Stretching for a touch, but the pass a little bit too much on the leading edge. FC Tulsa has some numbers getting forward, a chance to counter. Weber for Bailey Sparks. Harvey St. Clair, good touch into space. Squared across, hit first time. Saved away by Jackson. Cross back in, headed away, and now out for an FC Tulsa throw. That's good composure on the counter for FC Tulsa.
St. Clair did really well here, driving into space. Weber trying to make himself available. He opts for the shot, but Dorsey finds himself open again on that far side, not able to connect there. And then the defensive effort from Monterey Bay FC to keep that one out. But you can tell FC Tulsa's finding more and more space. Now just about the decision-making in that final pass.
Almost the same spot as the last goal, and again it takes a bounce, and Dorsey puts a head on it, but foul in the box against FC Tulsa. It was deja vu there for a moment. John Dorsey's eyes lighting up as he saw that Select soccer ball again taking a bounce his way off of a throw-in. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. 27th minute goal from Logan Dorsey in his first start for FC Tulsa. It's the difference in the match. Being patient here and finding feet to stay in possession. Leggett plays it back. FC Tulsa staying organized on their half of the field, at least so far. And that's the ball you're hoping for. Just stay home defensively, let the other team make the mistake.
FC Tulsa has stayed pretty disciplined defensively, especially in the midfield, as you see Monterey Bay FC just knocking the ball around from side to side, trying to find an opening. And when they've had the chance, they've opted to go direct at times. Here you can tell trying to be a bit more intentional and find feet, but just not a lot of space, and overplaying a bit, forcing the error.
Referee talking with Jamie Weber.
We'll get another look here at that last sequence. See Weber kind of coming in with the elbow strong, and then just a little bit extra there on the end. I think referee just had a quick talk with him.
Dorsey got taken down. An advantage given for a moment. The referee puts a stop to it. It was Dorsey who got tagged in the heels. Dorsey appears to be okay and back up. Referee so far has not had to pull out the book. Let's take another look at this foul.
Dorsey again on the left side making things happen, and just a strong challenge there. Just the extra kind of shove from Paul. I think maybe a little bit of that. It's just some frustration.
FC Tulsa with the lead on a 27th minute goal thanks to a Harvey St. Clair long throw-in. 9th different player this year for the Scissortails to register an assist in championship competition. Logan Dorsey becoming the 9th goal scorer in such competitions.
I think that's a testament as well. Taylor Calhera, we talked about the hole that FC Tulsa is trying to fill there from a goal scoring perspective as he headed off to Sporting Kansas City in the offseason, and kind of the power in numbers.
Headed on. Now back outside the 18. Kucheski driving one and out. There was a deflection. And for FC Tulsa, it'll be a Katrina Freshmax corner kick. But certainly, yeah, to your point, Anna, you want to have that type of balance.
And this opportunity here trying to, add to that. Kucheski from distance gets a bit of a deflection, earning the corner kick, but other players have had to step up, make a difference. And Weber trying to whip in a good ball here.
Curled in, punched out by Jacob Jackson. Well, that's a good touch back. Dorsey settles. Ball driven all the way back to Tambakis. From 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Leggett. Gets it back. Good ball played forward. Dorsey running into space as Remy Cabral far post. Going to play it that way. Cleared out of the box safely by Kelsey Agu. Another Katrina Freshmax corner kick coming. We'll check that. Offsides flag went up. Given away here for a throw. Now the newness is worn off for Grant Robinson. Early season addition to this FC Tulsa roster, but Anna, he has fit right in and played with a lot of intensity and passion in the midfield.
Yeah, he definitely has. He was a great addition to this FC Tulsa team, and that was something that, you know, when Luke Spencer brings players in, really make sure that they have kind of the off the field, you know, chemistry and idea, but also just this similar mentality, which allowed him to really slot right in and make an immediate impact. Obviously, FC Tulsa, from an injury standpoint, has had players in and out. Owen Dom suffered a lower leg injury earlier in the season, so allowed Robinson to come in and continue to keep that level high.
That ball sent through. It was kind of an awkward place. Wesley Leggett had drifted into an offside position, and he was checking back to be on sides, and then that through ball. No chance for anybody to run onto it.
It's really kind of been not entirely the theme, but you've seen Monterey Bay FC when they've gotten in good areas. It's just the execution of that final pass. The idea has been there, but just not able to connect cleanly in front of goal.
Nico Gordon exploring the options, decides to play it long. Robinson clears it out for a throw. You can celebrate the 4th with FC Tulsa. Grab inline general admission tickets for $17.76. Endless reserve tickets for $18.12. Here's a ball played through and onside. Curled back towards the penalty spot. Takes a hop, and Tambakis holds his line. You can also get corner seats on the 4th for the FC Tulsa match for just $19.45. Enjoy pro soccer, free sunglasses, and fireworks. Tickets at fctulsa.com/July 4. The man down for Monterey Bay is Elijah Paul. And again, he was the one who scored the first half goal against FC Tulsa in the May match. The home team led 1-0, only to see FC Tulsa come from behind and win it 2-1.
Here's another look at that last chance from Monterey Bay FC. Great work to get around the outside, the right ball to pull it back, but again, just the final kind of piece of execution. Tim Bacchus able to bring that one in cleanly, but better for Monterey Bay FC, trying to get more numbers forward, trying to create more chances.
Farnsworth keeps it on the ground to Agu. Zachary Farnsworth playing a long ball. Just overshot Wesley Leggett a little bit. Kucheski able to take it away, but then given away. And a foul here. Draw a free kick just beyond midfield as we approach stoppage time. Fans with soccer season in full swing. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added in the first half. Play down the line. Deflected cross. And just over the byline and out for another corner kick. Monterey Bay FC continuing to knock on the door a little bit here in the closing stages of this first half. Veteran Sebastian Leggett. Out swinging to the top of the 6 and headed up and out. It was Kelsey Egu who was able to elevate above the rest, but not able to get a header squared up. One final boot here from Alex Tambakis should bring this first half to a close. And FC Tulsa can feel good about themselves. Able to finish the one truly quality chance that they had in his first start for the black and gold. Logan Dorsey finding the back of the net. And 1-0 after 45 minutes, Anna.
Yeah, FC Tulsa walking away with the goal in the first half, and it's been interesting. Monterey Bay FC has had the majority of possession, but just hasn't been able to really be productive with it in front of goals. So FC Tulsa, when the opportunities have been there, have taken advantage, and they find themselves up front.
We've reached the end of the first half. It's 1-0, the home team in front. We'll take a timeout and come back for more from downtown Tulsa.
My back was hurting a lot
of cricks in my neck.
Lower back completely went out.
and everything hurt all at once.
You need to go to Tulsa Spine and Rehab, see Dr. Riley.
He does an adjustment and I feel great after.
Each patient just gets 110% attention, no matter what they're here for or how long they're here.
When I leave here, I always feel so much better.
I feel stronger than I did before.
I'm happier, I feel better.
The reason that I have to stay well.
Webco Industries has been a USA Today top workplace for several years. Since 1969, we've been building careers right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Proudly local, nationally recognized. From the shop floor to every team across our company, one idea connects us, where people make the difference. Webco is the employer of choices. Join us and build something that lasts with a company that's growing. Learn more at workatwebco.com.
Cada decisión importa, especialmente cuando se trata de tu familia y tu futuro. Los procesos migratorios pueden ser complicados, pero no tienes que enfrentarlos solo. En Rivas y Asociados estamos aquí para orientarte y acompañarte en cada paso del camino, porque tus sueños merecen atención y cuidado. Rivas y Asociados, empoderando inmigrantes y construyendo futuros. Llama hoy.
For most people, a job is just a job. But for skilled trades professionals, it's something more. It's a way of life. At Tulsa Welding School, we believe in the trades, the skilled trades. And we believe that being a skilled trades professional isn't just a choice, It's a badge of honor that burns bright, strong, and proud. A way of life. A badge of honor.
This is the Williams halftime report. FC Tulsa leads Monterey Bay FC 1-0. We're back for more from One Oak Field after this.
You ever just look at them and think, yeah, I'm doing all right.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
FC Tulsa is back home for Native Nations Night on Saturday, June 20th at 7:30 p.m. We're celebrating Native culture with on-field recognitions and a Native Nations poster giveaway. And catch all the goals and electric energy of your own pro soccer team right here in Tulsa. Plus, meet the players after the game and get your gear signed. Make new friends, cheer on your squad, and enjoy the best live sports in the city. Get tickets from $16 at fctulsa.com.
Josh Haley and Anna Berghall back with you from a warm and clear downtown Tulsa. 1-0 FC Tulsa leads Monterey Bay at the half. Let's take a look at what's going on elsewhere around USL Championship. 1-1 final between Oakland Roots and Birmingham Legion earlier today. And one game postponed, Indy 11 and Brooklyn. And a couple of big games in the Western Conference on Saturday, including two teams in the top four, Oakland Roots and Phoenix Rising, both sitting just ahead of FC Tulsa in the Western Conference standings. And speaking of, here's how things have shaken out to this point in the season in the West. FC Tulsa playing fewer matches than those teams ahead of them, Anna, but big opportunity here at home tonight. It puts a lot of emphasis on the home matches to get the 3 points.
The Western Conference has been fun to watch because, as you can see, not a lot of points really separating the top from the bottom. There's a lot of room for teams to make a statement and put themselves in a good position from a playoff perspective. As a reminder, the top 8 will advance into the playoffs. Monterey Bay FC still on the outside looking in, but we mentioned the form they've been in, down at half, but still 45 minutes left to go to see if they can find an equalizer here against FC Tulsa.
It's time now for the USL halftime update. Here's Dan Lucas.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines from the week. Detroit City's 6-2 win at Sporting Jacks last week was an impressive number, but then 5 of those goals were scored by one player. Darren Smith put 5 of his 20 official touches into the net, becoming the first league player to reach 4 goals in a match in 13 years. Smith jumps to the top of the Golden Boot race with 11 goals on the season. Lexington SC closing in on the playoff line in the Western Conference thanks to a 2-0 win over first-place San Antonio FC. It also marks the return of forward Braudilio Rodriguez from a loan with One Knoxville of League One. Rodriguez responded with a goal in his first match, continuing his form from One Knox, where he had 3 goals and an assist. Hartford Athletic pulled off what no team had done so far this season, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies a loss. Behind the stellar performance of goalkeeper Anthony Siaha, he's grabbed hold of the Golden Glove competition, 8 total shutouts with a save percentage of more than 81%. Siaha's goals prevented statistic has risen to 5.94 this season. Upcoming national spotlight games in the championship in League One: Colorado Springs and San Antonio on ESPN2, Spokane and Forward Madison on CBS Sports Network, and the next day, AC Boise and One Knoxville on ESPN2. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
Drive your career forward at the all-new Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite Commercial Sales and Service Center in Tulsa. Apply today.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing cost. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Today's match is brought to you by Webco. Webco Industries has been a USA Today top workplace for the last several years. Learn more at work@webco.com. And Williams, we make clean energy happen. And by Ascension St. John, illness and injuries don't wait. certainly think so. Let's take a look at our USL Championship Team of the Week. For week 14 and 15, Ben Pierman from Charleston Battery earns the Coach of the Week honors. And how about Darren Smith there for Detroit City? The forward became the second player ever to record a 5-goal game in USL Championship regular season on Saturday night. He scored the first 5 in a 6-2 rout against Sporting Club Jacksonville. Smith equaled the single game scoring mark previously achieved in 2013 by Mauricio Salas. What is the most goals you ever scored in a game?
Oh gosh, don't put me. I was a passer. I was an assister.
You were looking for the assist hat trick, right?
Yeah, exactly. But hey, also shout out to Joel Garcia from Monterey Bay FC on the bench for the Team of the Week as well. So hopefully Monterey Bay FC, as we mentioned, can come out here in the second half and try to get something going. They had moments on the wing, kind of rounding that corner, finding passes in the 18, but just not able to be clinical in front of goal. And FC Tulsa, we talked about how Dorsey, hopeful that he would make an impact to this FC Tulsa team, and in his debut, he absolutely does. So it's been fun to watch him so far. It'll be fun to see what he can do in the second half as well.
Yeah, you mentioned Joel Garcia on the Team of the Week. That's now 4 consecutive Team of the Week honorees for Monterey Bay, and it's come from 4 different players, and they've also had their goalkeeper on there as well. So 5 overall on the last 4 Teams of the Week. And I think that's where we're seeing really the stock rising in this Monterey Bay FC team is the balance, and it's been perhaps somebody different stepping up in a variety of ways, leading to this 3-match winning streak.
Definitely. And again, I mean, not where they want to be from a standings perspective, still sitting at the bottom of the Western Conference, but they have 11 points, and there's a big group in the middle with 15 or 16. So, I mean, you're a couple wins away from your right in the mix. So Monterey Bay FC, they are definitely not out of this. Still a lot of opportunities left for them to put them in the running for playoffs. And we mentioned the form that they had been in coming into this game, playing well, scoring goals, winning games. So they know what it takes to do that. Obviously, from the standpoint in this game, not where they want to be, but just need to get that next goal, put themselves in good position to kind of level set, and then hopefully take it to this FC Tulsa team, who will definitely come out in the second half with their foot on the gas, trying to find that second goal to extend the lead.
We will see one change at halftime. It's for the visiting side. Stuart Ritchie will come off. Amari Glasgow comes onto the field.
And this is definitely an attacking kind of change. Amari Glasgow, he can be really dynamic in transition, and he's a player that can definitely make an impact in the attack. So something that Monterey Bay FC is making a tweak early here at halftime to try to put themselves in a position early to find that equalizer.
And for Glasgow to attack on the wings. Stuart Ritchie playing primarily on the left wing in that first half. And Glasgow, one of those players who had been on the USL Team of the Week over the past month of play. Underway here in the second half. Be interesting to see how the first few minutes of this second half play out, and if there's anything tactically different as far as how they want to try to attack. First half goal coming in the 27th minute from Logan Dorsey in his first start ever for FC Tulsa. 3rd game across all competitions. Came off a throw-in from that man, Harvey St. Clair. He finds the feet of Sparks. Staying on his feet, but enough contact there to draw the whistle. Jamie Weber getting things organized, sending players forward. They get the big bodies from the back line, Batista and Clark, to come forward near the edge of the box. They bring St. Clair and Robinson back to defend in their place against a possible counterattack. Last words of instruction there from Jamie Weber to Bailey Sparks. Weber curled in, strongly headed out of the box by Agu. A little bit too much optimism perhaps there. Fans, don't forget to enter the Prinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Dorsey heading it on, and no problems for Jacob Jackson. Making his second start as the Monterey Bay keeper in championship play. Fernando Delgado had been the man primarily in goal, starting 9 of their previous 11 championship matches. A little chip into the box. Awkward ball in, but no problems for Alonzo Clark and company. Coming forward, good touch into the box. Low cross, and missed everyone.
And that's where Monterey Bay FC has found success in these games, in those spurts of attack where they're on the wing with pace, driving at this FC Tulsa defense, trying to get around the outside. It's that delivery, that final pass. The runs are there, players are in and around the 18, but just haven't been able to connect. But great run on that left side, and they'll want to see more of that here in this second half as they try to break down this FC Tulsa defense.
That was their halftime sub, Omari Glasgow, who made that run and touched between defenders and into space. And the first booking of the match. The yellow card issued to Kelsey Agu.
You see St. Clair put that ball in behind, and Sparks, I think it's just a bit of a clip there.
When you get set piece opportunities in just a short span apart in similar parts of the field, do you have a little bit more confidence the second time through?
I think so. I mean, you can kind of understand what you want to do. These are definitely practiced in training, so hopefully Weber can execute here.
Similar spot, headed into the 6, and Batista plants it home for a 2-0 lead.
Lamar Batista energizing this FC Tulsa crowd. And what a great set piece here for FC Tulsa. You talked about if you get another chance like this, would you do it the same? And Weber with an excellent delivery, and Batista with his height and ability to just find the ball with authority in the back of the net for FC Tulsa, doubling their lead here.
Why you bring those big body defenders forward on the set pieces. First goal of the year in championship competition.
And it's well defended. Batista has defenders around him, but with his frame and with really just his will to head that one in the back of the net, it's a difference maker for FC Tulsa, and he's been such a pivotal player for them defensively last season as well, and the successful run that they had, and coming into this season was deemed, you know, one of those leaders that wants to maintain that high quality of play for this FC Tulsa side, and able to be a difference maker on the offensive front here as FC Tulsa quickly gets the takeaway. And it looks like another free kick in a very similar area.
Second assist in championship competition this year for Weber. Third assist in the last 4 matches throughout all competitions.
It's like Glasgow issued a yellow card here, and on the break with pace. Easy call for the referee. And this one a bit farther out. A similar kind of angle as Sparks and Weber talk about what's next.
Second LaCourse Law yellow card in the last 5 minutes, as Jackson able to secure that in the air. Slow roller, but just finding space. Leggett now with it at feet. That's where they want it. Garcia Jr. deflected. Maintaining possession. Leggett in the corner. And will earn the corner kick. Every decision matters, especially when it comes to your family. Rivas and Associates are here to guide you and support you every step of the way. Rivas and Associates, empowering immigrants and building futures. Sebastian Leggett. Out swinging, Batista again winning it in the air with the head, this time on the defensive end. And Harvey St. Clair will shield. Out for an FC Tulsa goal kick. Fans, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Good touch by Cabral forward. Sparks in the box. Robinson, low cross. And Batista came over the back. Whistle for the foul, helping the man. Wesley Leggett back up to his feet. Three consecutive wins for Monterey Bay FC in championship competition. All of those have been at home, though. Still looking for their first 3 points on the road this year. And they'll get a ball in decent position here for a free kick in the 57th minute.
The game tonight, it's been physical, nothing malicious though. Monterey Bay FC will benefit from a free kick opportunity, just a little bit extra on the follow through there, but will have to take advantage, try to capitalize as FC Tulsa did just a few moments earlier. Here's their chance to respond.
Too much on that one, and out for a goal kick. In as few as 7 months, you could be a trained welder, HVAC, refrigeration technician, or electrician. Learn more at tws.edu. That's tws.edu. Logan Dorsey and Lamar Batista, the goal scorers tonight for FC Tulsa. Harvey St. Clair and Jamie Weber on the assist, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Scissortails. Looking to keep pace with the top handful of teams in the Western Conference. Kacheski back for Clark, who will swing it wide to Ian. This is the first time, though, across all competitions for FC Tulsa, scoring more than once in 4 matches. The last time was a 2-0 win here at home over Hartford Athletic on May 22nd. Turned over and well defended with composure. Coming back for Monterey Bay to save the day was Nico Gordon. Now the Jet, a little bit of space to work. Nakamura hasn't had a ton of touches tonight. Ian took an inadvertent hands, it appeared, to the face. Take another look.
A referee stopping play to make sure he's okay, but just a bit of an extension there. I don't think it was anything too malicious, and Ian up after that last play. And FC Tulsa now, I mean, still 30 minutes left in regulation, but will still want to keep their foot on the gas, but also content kind of the start-stop nature, break-up play, not really allow Monterey Bay FC to get into a rhythm to try to find that next goal. And FC Tulsa right now in a great position from a defensive standpoint after coming off of conceding 5 goals in their last game. Will absolutely want to work to maintain the clean sheet, but plenty of time left here for Monterey Bay FC to find a way to break through.
Not suiting up tonight, Riley Bidois, who had scored in the last 4 matches for Monterey Bay. 5 goals overall in that span of time across all competitions, including the 3 wins in championship play. Saw the possession number after the first 45 minutes heavily in favor of the visitors. But FC Tulsa allowed a lot of that in their own half of the field, just staying back, poised and organized, much like you're seeing right here. And it was that final pass in the box that eluded Monterey Bay. FC Tulsa on the counter. Sparks. Bailey Sparks trying to switch the field. Didn't quite get under that one the way he wanted. Here's Robinson now. Grant Robinson. Good service in, but into the safekeeping of Jacob Jackson. Forcing a turnover. Jamie Weber. And that will draw the third yellow card of the half on Monterey Bay. This time to Nakamura.
Weber did well initially to quickly work to regain possession. I think just a bit of frustration from Nakamura. You see quickly here, loses possession and then knows exactly what he's doing. Just, it's the slightest of tugs, but enough for the referee stopping a promising attack as Weber was running in space. Four-man wall now.
Weber and Lamar Batista talking things over. They've got Dorsey out there with some space on the near side. They're paying attention to him, but they're giving him some room. Just over 25 yards out, hit. Looking for far post, Weber. And we'll have our second substitution of the match for Monterey Bay and coach Alex Cavello. Nick Ross entering the match for Kelsey Agu. Sent long by Jackson. Ian forced to just hit that first time long to avoid trouble. Robinson comes back to win it. Dorsey looking to have a go from distance. That one gets away from him. With eFootball, you can live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. FC Tulsa forcing another turnover. Remy Cabral from outside of the box.
Remy Cabral knows by his own standards, needs to put that one on frame, but you saw a glimpse there of FC Tulsa's high press where they're taking away those options and forcing errors and opportunities for them to pounce on the attack.
Just not letting the opponent get comfortable.
I think what's important about when you do that is not one can go. All have to go, or it's easy for teams to play out, but when FC Tulsa's kind of cohesive in their approach, it can be really dangerous.
It's been a while since the ball has come near Alex Tambakis. Will gladly take the opportunity to get his big paws on it. A lot of space here for Weber. Good touches. Cabral for Dorsey. Offsides flag stayed down. FC Tulsa will make some changes. Lamar Batista all kinds of fired up after that tackle to win possession back. Cabral chesting it back to Kacheski. Foul here on Bailey Sparks. And now the changes. Giordano Colli coming on for Giorgio Kacheski, and Khalil El Medkar will come on for the goal scorer Logan Dorsey.
Luke Spencer fortunate he has options like these two on the bench to come in, hopefully maintain, if not raise the level here. El Medkar and Coley, key players last season, contributors in the attack.
Two changes now for each side. A goal in each half for FC Tulsa. This match moves into the 70th minute. The 8th meeting all-time between these two. FC Tulsa has never lost. They lead the all-time series 5 wins and 2 draws. And a perfect 3 wins in 3 matches here in downtown Tulsa. That off of the AR. Stayed inbounds. And now the head referee comes in. I think, yeah, now to make the call to say, no, it would have been out back there. So a throw in for FC Tulsa. Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite is here, from a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades. A commercial sales and service center to serve the hardworking businesses of our state is opening this past March. Visit BillKnightFordProElite.com for details. Inside of 20 minutes to go in regulation time. Opportunities have been few and far between for the visitors, thanks to the organization of FC Tulsa on their own half of the field, allowing possession, but not any threatening touches inside of the box. Last touch by Bailey Sparks. Finding feet now in the box, and a shot deflected off of St. Clair and out for a corner kick. That was Belmar Joseph Jr., who had his eyes set for goal. And he comes up hobbling a little bit.
That was a better build-up from Monterey Bay FC. When the option is there, have to release it quickly, as FC Tulsa recovers to block the shot, but much better as the corner comes in and just wide.
The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Good touch over into some space for Robinson. Coley, off the heels of Sparks, got it back. Almost a little surprised, it seemed, by that ball deflecting right back to his feet. Out for a goal kick. More subs getting set to come on for Monterey Bay. A trio of them, in fact. Remy Cabral trying to settle it down. Saved. Able to prevent the corner. Really well done there by Zachary Farnsworth on the edge of the byline. Turned over. Clark able to poke it away. St. Clair coming back to help and draws the foul. Another opportunity slips away from Monterey Bay, who will now make those three substitutions. Adrian Rebo-Yar coming on. Eduardo Blancas. And the Monterey Bay FC debut for 17-year-old Anis Saidi. Recently announced that he had been acquired on loan from MLS San Diego FC. Another look at that last sequence, and then the foul slightest of touches, but enough to draw the whistle. So keep your eye on number 24 in white, right there, the left side of your screen. Anis Saidi, dynamic young player. On loan from MLS San Diego FC through the end of the 2026 USL Championship season. Promising young prospect who has youth national team appearances for the United States and for Tunisia. Including competing for Tunisia at the U17 World Cup. FC Tulsa right center back Ian down on the field. Ian's going to be one of the two subbed off here for FC Tulsa. Lucas Stauffer and Delence Pierre will get set to come on.
Substitutions coming in the 78th minute for Tulsa. Number 4, Delence Pierre, replaces number 98, Giancarlo Sousadan. And for Tulsa, number 12, Lucas Stauffer, replaces number 47, Harvey Sinclair.
These two coming on for FC Tulsa will kind of help solidify the defense here in the last 12 minutes or so of regulation. Lucas Stauffer does have the ability to get forward quickly and create chances. He'll definitely be intentional about when he pushes up. And then Delence Pierre's had trouble with kind of knocks here or there for a few games, and good to see him back on the field for FC Tulsa.
Dynamic goal scorer Remy Cabral, who we've seen kind of work back from being banged up a little bit, playing a big load here tonight. Still on the field and still looks fresh as well. Here he is, settling it down, trying to play into the corner, but well defended. And now here's the youngster, the 17-year-old who will turn 18 later this month. From 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future. Williams, we make clean energy happen. FC Tulsa defensively has just created a lot of frustration on the visiting side tonight. Working in the corner to get past, and that foul just outside of the box, but will draw a booking on Stauffer.
It's a really good opportunity upcoming for Monterey Bay FC. Well worked, forcing Stauffer to make a decision here. Again, in the corner, the nutmeg there, a bit of creativity is really what Monterey Bay FC needs here in the final third. Able to draw the foul. Treat this similarly to a corner. And Glasgow, again, came on as a second half substitution. Great job to create this free kick opportunity.
Hit hard, and that might have deflected off the top of the framework. Blancas was thinking goal right there. Forget service, just trying to use the element of force to give themselves a chance here in the closing 10 minutes plus. The space has been so limited by FC Tulsa on their defensive half of the field. There hasn't even been a lot of opportunities to think, hey, let's just try our luck from 30 yards out and test the keeper. Just those opportunities haven't been there either.
No, FC Tulsa has been really disciplined throughout the entirety of this game. They've done a great job staying connected in the midfield, really covering each other, and forcing Monterey Bay FC really around the outside, trying to find a way to the inline and cut back, but they just haven't really been able to cleanly do that because the recovery from FC Tulsa has been there. Even when there have been lax moments, the effort to recover has been there. But still 7 or so minutes left as they'll look to kind of see this game out, maintain a clean sheet, but Monterey Bay knocking on the door.
Posting up there in the box, Elijah Paul still staying on ball. A handful of subs trying to give themselves that shot in the arm, and perhaps the one that's given them the most is Omari Glasgow, a man who was able to draw the yellow just outside of the box moments ago with his good 1v1 work. Nick Ross carrying it forward. Gordon gives it back. And that hit the arm of Blancas as he nearly fell to the ground using his arm to support it. Unfortunate deflection there for the visiting side. Spencer barking out the last section of instructions to his side. Cabral switching it to Sparks. A little bit too much power on that cross. All three defenders back had turned their attention to Cabral, and Sparks sneaking in on the back door. Well, that's a quality touch from Stopper, but it caught Sparks off guard. Taken away. Given right back. Like they've done a majority this night. Forcing play and possession all the way to the back line. Deflected off of Pierre and out for a throw-in. Sub for FC Tulsa, Zion Saranga will come in for Bailey Sparks. Celebrate America's 250th with FC Tulsa this 4th of July. Score a premium 4-pack of tickets in a luxury suite or the Pitchside Lodge for just $250. Enjoy access to a buffet, all-inclusive beer and wine in the Pitchside Lodge and post-game fireworks. Get your tickets at fctulsa.com/250. Out for a goal kick. Tonight starting a 3-match homestand for the Scissor Tails that will run through that July 4th match. And overall, 5 of the next 6 here on the home field. Batista looking to switch the field in an aggressive fashion. Farnsworth and company controlling. Cabral wins the 50-50 ball. Saranga off and running, playing it forward. Cabral ahead of steam. Jackson, though, off his line. Heads up goalkeeping.
You can tell now Monterey Bay FC pushing more players forward, leaving themselves a bit susceptible to those chances for FC Tulsa to get in behind. But still needing couple goals. It's the right thing to do. Have to take those risks.
After a rare blowout loss on the road Saturday, 5-1 to Charleston Battery, Luke Spencer said, I think there's a lot to look at and improve on from that match, but at times, you know, the worst thing you can have is more time to dwell on a result like that. They were happy for this quick turnaround, and they've shown it tonight. That sense of urgency so far have not squandered the opportunity. There's a deflection and into the safekeeping of Tambakis. Out for a throw-in. The box still loose. Sent back out. And the fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added. Nine straight matches for Monterey Bay FC across all competitions without being shut out. Last time they were shut out was April 4th in a scoreless draw against San Antonio FC. Shut out in 4 of their first 5 matches, but None in the 9 matches since. Back deflected out, and another corner kick coming.
You have to credit this Monterey Bay FC team. They're still continuing to push and push here, even late into this game. Try to cut the deficit in half, and a corner kick opportunity here. Still time.
Volleyed back in. Tambakis has it. Down into the corner. This is where the time-wasting strategy comes in, as Robinson knows he just needs to possess. A little Medcar. Perhaps a bit too relaxed as he tried to settle that in on the touchline. Medcar came from the onside position. On the near side, it was off. And a yellow card issued as Jamie Weber got upended. Referee allowed FC Tulsa to play the advantage. One touch here to resume play might just do it. Another LaCourse Law yellow card, that one to Nick Ross. And that's the final whistle. A goal in each half for FC Tulsa, including in the first ever start for the Scissortails. Logan Dorsey has what proves to be the game winner. Lamar Batista in the second half for good measure. And it's a 2-0 victory in FC Tulsa's 6th shutout of the year. They were eager to get back to the field after a disappointing road outing on Saturday, Anna, and they showed it for a full 90 minutes here tonight.
Absolutely, a complete 90-plus minutes from FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa giving up 5 goals last time out, but none tonight. Tambakis now tied for the all-time league record in shutouts. So he will be pleased with that performance. And FC Tulsa's defense able to hold Monterey Bay FC. And we'll get a look at the stats tonight as well. Obviously, FC Tulsa, from a goal-scoring perspective, 2 on the night with Dorsey and Lamar Batista.
Let's take a look at those final stats brought to you by Bill Knight Ford. You see the possession, nearly 2/3 of it belonging to the visitor, but it didn't matter tonight.
No, FC Tulsa very intentional when they have the ball. Monterey Bay FC just not able to be as productive in front of goal as they would like to be. FC Tulsa taking advantage of their shots when they were in and around the 18. 2 goals on the night to get the 3 points at home, which Luke Spencer mentioned coming into this game was important to take care of business at home. Monterey Bay FC's winning streak comes to an end as they'll look to pick themselves back up.
Time now to look at our highlights from tonight's match and what were the key moments.
I mean, FC Tulsa, again, on the wings, and the delivery from the outside in has been key. The long throw has been dangerous all season, and Dorsey finds himself all alone on that back post, not going to miss from there. And his first start for FC Tulsa, making an immediate impact for the home team. And then we knew coming into this game it would be physical, but nothing too malicious, but it was a good competitive matchup between these two teams. Again, It's mid-season. You're vying for, spots in the playoffs. And FC Tulsa's Lamar Batista rising up to double FC Tulsa's lead. Defensively, he's been such a key player for them, but offensively here in his frame, able to rise up and really energize this FC Tulsa team and home crowd as they extend their lead. But FC Tulsa really doing a lot better this game, doing the high press, getting back to what they know, and finding their rhythm again after a tough loss, bouncing back, and what a performance from them this evening.
We'll take a timeout, but be back for more from downtown Tulsa after this.
Craving Southern fried chicken? At Waldo's, we make it from scratch and fry it to perfection. Load up on home-style sides or fresh, handcrafted salads. Grab your crew and get your fix at Waldo's Chicken and Beer.
You can feel it. In steady hands, in quiet rooms, in every, you're going to be okay. A beat shaped by 100 years of showing up in heart, brain, and trauma care. A place where advanced medicine meets the human heart. Because care isn't just a calling here. It's a promise we've kept for generations. Then, now, always. Ascension St. John.
Your Western Conference champs are back. After a historic playoff run, FC Tulsa is bringing the heat back to the 918 for all of 2026. Don't miss any of the thrilling goals and a world-class soccer experience in the heart of downtown. The 2026 season has already kicked off, so don't miss your chance to be a part of the hype. Single game tickets start at just $16 and packages start as low as just $130. Join the celebration and start winning with us at FCTulsa.com. Pro soccer for Tulsa. FC Tulsa.
When the guest list grows, call Waldo's Chicken and Beer to cater. Sandwiches, sides, and fresh salads packed and ready for meetings, corporate events, and parties. From box lunches to full catering spreads, we handle the food, you take the credit.
Josh Haley and Anna Berghall back with you from One Oak Field. Final score, FC Tulsa 2. On the road on July 4th to take on San Antonio. So on Saturday night, FC Tulsa will continue this homestand. And a big 3 points here tonight as we're joined now by the head coach, Luke Spencer. Coach, you talked about the positives of having a quick turnaround, being able to kind of get that taste out of your mouth from Saturday, and your guys certainly showed it for a full 90 minutes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Proud of the performance. We were together. We were committed to the defensive side. Nice to get a shutout. And, yeah, nice to score a couple goals as well, but proud of the group.
Coach Dorsey, with his first start, talk about just the excitement around him and joining the squad.
Yeah, I think that's what we brought him in for. You know, he fits what our group is looking for, right? So his character, you know, he checks every box, but as you saw tonight, he has the ability to score goals. His movement in the box is really good. He anticipates. He's on the front foot. So proud of him. Glad that he was able to score the goal. But overall, together, complete team performance.
Coach, this Monterey Bay team had not been shut out in 9 consecutive matches. You guys allowed them to be in possession well over the majority of the time, but you stayed so organized throughout. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I think, you know, that's something that we spoke about. We had to get back to being very good defensively after the result against Charleston, and let that just be one result. And so we wanted to put that behind us and be us tonight, and we were.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Thanks for the time.
Thanks.
That's the head coach, Luke Spencer. Big 3 points for FC Tulsa here tonight. Time now for our Waldo's Chicken and Beer Man of the Match. Yeah, why not? He earned it. The game winner officially for Logan Dorsey in his first start. And, you know, with everybody's banged up a little bit now as we're 3 months into the season, but when you bring in new players, seeing them make an impact early on, that's a big sigh of relief.
Definitely, and you heard Luke Spencer mention just the mentality and the personality that he has brought into. He fits into the squad, understands the team mentality, and that's what Luke Spencer mentioned. I mean, it's next man up, everyone trying to do what they can for the team, and he slots in really well to this lineup, and congratulations to him on a great performance.
Showing the appreciation to the fans. It's a 2-0 final score for FC Tulsa over Monterey Bay, and they stay unbeaten in the series and get their second win over the year against their fellow Western Conference opponent. 2-0 the final. FC Tulsa back at home this coming Saturday, continuing the home stand. For our entire crew and for Anna Berghall, Josh Haley saying thanks for being with us and good night from downtown Tulsa.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.